folks, welcome back to an episode of Road Trip. It's me, Dr. NGFM, and we've got a couple of games for you today. Dynamo coming up, as well as Bayern Munich, as promised last episode. And since we last met, two league games, one win, one defeat. A very good 2-1 win against Frankfurt. They scored a late goal. Really, the win is good because we had a player sent off. Veron got sent off in the 41st minute, and we scored straight after that. Of course it was him. We're not even going to get to see it. It's not going to show me it. Anyway, he's got the first one. James Rodriguez with the second. They scored very late on after getting a red card as well. So, you know, a good win, solid win. We needed the win, and I was hoping, you know what, we'll fire that up again against Red Bull. No, 3-0, absolutely smashed. Not even in the game, really. No one played well, so I don't know. I guess Defoe thought that we were recording that one. So Dynamo and Bayern to come then. Let's look at the team that I've selected for the Dynamo game. Again, rotated as we're in Europe. Chimenti in goal. Yamachi at the back with Manolas and Ronaldo Samuel next to him. Kurzawa at left back. Veron and Fernandez in the centre again. Henry Green on the right hand side. Dunkel on the left with the Vulcanator up front. Kevin. We'll just call him Kevin. James Rodriguez then comes in for Schneider, who you remember yesterday's episode. Schneider is picked up now a 4-month injury. So James has come in to do the job instead. Hopefully he'll be alright there. He's not as quick, obviously. Physically, he's nowhere near as good as Schneider, but technically and mentally, arguably better. So hopefully that makes up for it. Let's get straight into it then, straight into the game. And do you know, I'm debating whether to give Henry Green a rest, actually. He's played a lot of football. Do you know what, fitness-wise, he looks alright, so we'll keep him out there. Right, Dynamo versus Stuttgart then. Let's hope we can get ourselves a second win in Europe. Next episode will be the third game of our campaign against Celtic, including a game against Dresden. So if we can win this one, that sets up the game against Celtic to be a bit of a banger. Celtic, of course, beat Dynamo in the first game. So then, we'll send our assistant to do that particular interview. And here we are. They're playing the same formation as us, essentially. They've got Mario Sergio up front. Not a name I'm familiar with, but looks decent. Physically, not too bad. Great finishing as well. So Mirko Ivanic just behind him. And then they've got Franco Servi on that left-hand side. So some dangerous players in this side. Angelo Henriquez as well. I think he was at Manchester United for a time. Yeah, very short time. Also Wigan. Has been at Dynamo for a very long time, actually, and bangs in around 10 goals a season. So someone to look out for. Dangerous in attack. Hopefully we can stand strong and get the win. Bounce back after a poor performance in the league against Red Bull Leipzig. So then, here we go. Party time is happening in your screens, on your faces right now. I'm excited, you're excited. Let's get into this. I do think in our group we're arguably the best team, actually. I mean, we beat Bilbao last time out with a good win, and then Celtic, I would say we're probably on balance. Like, I can only really judge Celtic on what they are now. Do we have a better team than the Celtic team that have gone obviously unbeaten in real life? I would say we probably do have across the board. It's whether, though, we can get our win against Dynamo, a game that ordinarily we should win as Mario Sergio goes through, and Chimenti with a really good save. Kurzawa gets it clear. This is the game, isn't it, really? If we lose this one, it suddenly becomes very, very tight, though. If we win it, then 6 points from our first two. You can't get better than that. Okay, forward with it. Henry Green gets it taken off him, actually. And now Serbi plays it forward to this left-hand side. Mario Sergio got a lot of work to do. Very, very isolated. And Yamachi gets across and does the job. Forward towards Kevin. Doesn't get there. Fernandez gives it to Henry Green, though, on this right-hand side, who's got 18 acceleration, but has sadly been tackled, and now it's going to go inside. Well, no, Veron pinches it back. James into Kevin. Kevin, he's got Dunkel on that left-hand side. If he wants to find him, he does. James Rodriguez, Fernandez now. It's worked around, but it's going to be cleared, and now maybe a Dynamo counter-attack as Mario Sergio makes his way into the box. Shot on goal, side netting. Doesn't go in. We're getting caught on the counter. Obviously, we were playing a controlled style. Getting caught on the counter is something that can happen. We were going to drop our line slightly deeper, actually. They seem pretty quick on the break. Fernandez then into Dunkel. We've got Manuel. Oh, Kevin! Oh, hello, Kevin. Welcome to the game, Kevin. Kevin with the strike. I mean, I was very angry last episode. Kevin is trying to make me feel much better in this one. What a strike from the guy. On edge of the area. Great finish. Let's look at it in 3 dimensions then. In the old close-up view. Fernandez does well. He's part of everything, Fernandez. I love him. He was the sort of signing that I just really, really enjoy. Ball falls to Kevin. On the volley. What a strike by Kevin. My word. Unleashes one. And gives us the 1-0 lead. 37 minutes on the clock. And we look good for this. And there's going to be another highlight before the half ends. Ronaldo Samuel from the back. Him and Manolas always play quite well together. Greco never really performs that well. And in games he's been starting, we've been losing. So I might have to bring Manolas in to start instead of him. As Kevin plays it into James Rodriguez. There was a shot on goal. Oh, it's found its way in. James Rodriguez with the goal. Jimmy Rod applies the finish. I mean, was that really suspect goalkeeping or just a smart finish? We'll have a look here then. Kevin then slides it through to James Rodriguez, who gets one touch on it. Left foot. footed, I assume. Just sort of finds the near post. The keeping's not very good. Gets a hand to it, but he should really do better there. And James Rodriguez with his first goal for Stuttgart. And maybe the highlights aren't quite over yet. As the ball gets played in over the top, Mario Sergio causing a problem on this right-hand side. Got lots of options in the middle. Finds all the way to the back post. Cleared. And it'll be a corner. Decent defending, though. Really dangerous delivery. Ordinarily, you'd see that get put in. Corner's put in. James Rodriguez clears. And that should be the end of this particular highlight, I hope. Okay, if it's not, you'll find out. Well, if there's to be an attack, it's going to be ours. James has got it, and it's into Kevin, who strikes on goal. Easy save for the goalkeeper, and that should bring us to half-time. Mario Sergio is at the post. Our half-time's never coming. It's now our go again. Henry Green in the area. I mean, another shot on goal. Will this highlight ever end? Nothing's really happened in it. And there we are then. Half-time, 2-0. Looking good. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Let's keep it up. And yeah, really good to see James Rodriguez fitting in, playing well, and scoring a goal as well. Obviously, his physicals are a bit of a concern throughout the entire season. But if we can get him starting games, playing well for the first 60, getting the games won, then I'm more than happy to take him off. Maybe bring on someone more defensively. I actually loaned a player in and never mentioned it. I'll show you him after this game. Yeah, last episode just slipped my mind, and at the start of this episode it slipped my mind again. Dunkel, ball in, Kevin's there, Kevin scores. Kevin is a goal machine. He loves it. 4th goal of the season, 52 minutes gone, 3-0 Stuttgart. I dare say, folks, that is game over. You can see here Dunkel, really good delivery. His crossing is, I think it's a 17, and you can see from there just why. Kevin with another volley. He loves the volleys. If you look at the group then, oh hang on, corner ball played in, claimed by Chimenzi. If you look at the group over here, you can see Stuttgart 6 points, Bilbao beating Celtic, which makes it a little bit tighter behind us and is good for us as Kevin again, another chance for him. Kevin, difficult angle, hits the side netting, but that's really good for us then. It means that going into the Celtic game, we'll have 6 points. No other team will have that as things stand, which is really good. Of course, the top 2 go through, so I mean, I think 9 points at this stage will be probably good enough to get us out of here. 78 on the clock. Henry Green comes forward into James Rodriguez, who I'm going to think about taking off in just a moment. Veron on it again. Will James get his late goal? I mean, he's on the ball. No, Fernandez instead. Shot on goal. And with that, with about 12 minutes to go, Ramon Torres is going to come on. Instead, Henry Green's going to take a more forward position. And let me think about this, actually. We're going to bring on Romanos to play, actually, in behind. I've changed my mind. Green goes off as well as James Rodriguez. And then Romanos can play in behind Kev. We'll put Torres as a winger on that left-hand side. Right then, not long to go. Just a little bit of fitness, really. That's why we've made the changes. 10 minutes left. As I say, game is all but done. Dunkel's had a superb game. 2 assists for him, 2 goals and an assist for Kevin as well. As the final seconds count down, Manolas and Ronaldo Samuel, by the way, another clean sheet for these two. Been doing it really well in Europe as the ball goes in towards the middle. But there we are then. 3-0 victory against Dynamo, who haven't really offered all that much, but a good professional away European job by us. And now going into a very difficult game, you suspect, against Bayern Munich, who are top of the Bundesliga. That's the perfect form to go into that. Another 310,000, again, too much. Right, folks, welcome back to the second game of the episode. And I'm gonna come back now so I can show you the change we're about to make then. As we go into this game against Bayern Munich, if you look at the first division, you can see 21 points so far. Haven't lost a game, haven't dropped any points so far this season. Bayern Munich, it's fair to say, are back with a bang. And we have been struggling so far in the league this year. 4 defeats already against teams that really we should be doing slightly better against. A couple of wins against teams you'd expect, but I mean, 2 teams that are really struggling next to us as well, which is the problem. Okay, so going into this game, I figured we should probably play a little bit more defensively. Not a game for James Rodriguez. So he's going to come out, and this gives me the opportunity to introduce our new signing, Victor Manuel Gil, on loan from FC Porto. Has got a really, really good stats. I think physically fantastic, mentally very good, good corners as well. We haven't got that many set piece specialists, so that might be helpful. Good marking, good tackling, and really good work rate as well. So that is why we're going to stick him in at the back here as a ball-winning midfielder for today's game. Just breaking up everything Bayern Munich do. To add to that, we're going to change Veron, though, to a slightly more supportive role, less defensive. Now I've got the guy in behind him. In fact, we're going to play him as a defensive player as well. So we've got a lot more protection now for this back line. Manolas keeps his place. I'm going to keep him in there next to Ronaldo Samuel. Van der Mees and Khalifa Kalafra on either flank. Henry Green, Romanos, and Kevin are going to... Actually, now, does Kevin start up front? I think we bring in Defoe for this one, actually, now I think about it. Fernandez and Veron, they obviously keep their places in the middle. Defoe's going to come in today. Kevin's in great form in Europe, but if you look at the league table, you can see on the stats for goals, Defoe is up there. 6 goals so far for him, so we'll give him his game in the league again. Hopefully, he produces the goods. Henry Green also, by the way, top assist maker. That's what Brazilians will do to you, not people from Stockport. Forget the comments. Okay then, Bayern Munich, they are favourites for the game. We're at home for the game though, and they're playing a very traditional 4-4-2. Thomas Muller in the side at 36 years of age. My word, Coutinho on the left, a few other names in there that you probably recognise, Alaba for one. So let's get into this then, and hopefully get ourselves a point or something against the Bayern Munich side that, as I say, have been very, very dominant, playing the 4-4-2, a formation that we've very nearly started the season with ourselves. Obviously a big game for Victor Manuel Gil. Hopefully, but to the performance, doesn't have maximum fitness, but should be okay for this game today, just to do sort of the clean-up job in that midfield, playing more defensively, breaking up any attacks, and hopefully Defoe gets some goals up front as well. So here we are then, kicked off into the game. Let's go. I should say we're on control at home to Bayern Munich, which for a team that have been pretty dominant this year might be a mistake. I mean, it might help us keep the ball better, but I don't know. I'm debating changing that at half-time. Should say, though, as we get to half-time, 0-0 is better than most teams have fared against Bayern this year. 6 shots so far for us, only to their 1. I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. There isn't really much more to say there. We're playing control fluid, and it's going pretty well. No highlights in that first half, though. Highlightless half, which, as I say, against Bayern Munich is probably something you'd take. Worth noting, we actually beat Bayern last year, who were having the majority of the game. They're coming into the second half far more as well. Formation-wise, they're still playing the 4-4-2, which I wondered if they'd switch that up. I think it might be time, though. Well, hang on, I'll sell this. I was going to make a change, but Fernandes into Henry Green. If he can beat his man, makes his way into the area. He's got options in the middle. Henry Green, Defoe was at the front post. I think he missed the ball. Coutinho's going to bring it away, and all of a sudden Bayern might get an opportunity to break here. Thomas Muller, a ball over the top could be deadly, but no, Ronaldo Samuel does very, very well into Manolas, and the game continues. Really good chance for us. I wonder if there's going to be a second chance in this highlight. Fernandes has got it in the middle of the pitch. Lots of room to move into. Of course, we're not playing attacking midfielder in this game. Fernandes again on the ball. He's got Defoe in front of him. Fernandes from distance. What a strike from Fernandes. The 30-year-old Brazilian scores the goal. I mean, he was brought in as sort of the signing that is secretly good. I think I even said that when I signed him. He's the signing that doesn't stand out immediately, but will be the metronome in our midfield. As a box-to-box midfielder, makes his way forward, 20 yards out, I would say. Strike on goal. Beats a very good goalkeeper in the Bayern Munich net. 1-0 lead for Stuttgart. What a start. I say what a start. We're an hour in. I mean, 3 changes have been made by Bayern Munich. They've got a corner kick put in. Headed clear. No, Manolas. Why? He's given away a penalty. Oh, it was going so well. It's going to be the main man, Thomas Muller, stepping up for Bayern Munich to equalise. They've made a triple change. They've got a bit lucky, I would say. Oh, it's a Chimenti! They saved it! He kept it out! I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to, but he does. And we stay in the lead. We're still on control. Defoe's now in the greatest of games. With 20 minutes to go, we're going to bring on Kevin to get up top. He scored in Europe. He may well score again today. With not long to go. I mean, Defoe's still on the pitch for this. On the ball. Great little bit of movement there. Good dribbling from him. Fernandes out to Van der Mees. He's got Henry Green inside if you can find him. Van der Mees into Henry Green. Put it back. Defoe's there. It's cleared. Romano. Oh, back of the net stuff. Hashtag scenes over here. 2-0 Stuttgart. Bayern Munich are taking an absolute beating as things stand. What an episode so far. Henry Green then pulls it back. Defoe, great save from the goalkeeper. Green puts it back across. Great composure from him. And Romanos manages to nod home. 2-0 Stuttgart. Bayern Munich, what has happened, boys? You've had a great season, and we're putting a stop to that. Some suspect goalkeeping. 20 minutes to go. Henry Green could be in again here, my word. Dominguez, left side, clears it. Will Van der Mees get there first? He's very good in a one-on-one battle and gets there. Gil, who's done a great game, into Kevin, beats his man. Kevin makes it 3! It's 3-0 to Stuttgart. The Vulcanator with the goal. Kevin's on fire. I tell you, goals in Europe, got a goal today. Look at this, by the way. Dribbling, everything you need. And then the composure to finish it off as well. The keeper comes out, well beaten though. 3-0 to Stuttgart. Who saw this coming? I did not see this coming. Holy smokes. I mean, again, hashtag scene. We might have to get the hashtag scenes t-shirts going. Not long to go here. Bayern Munich, I kind of like look for a consolation, it seems. I mean, the fact of even saying that, what a second half performance from the guys. Really is. Fernandes again brings it forward. There's a tackle's gone in. Leon, you can't be doing that in there, mate. And it's a second yellow card. Bayern's day has gone from bad to worst. See you later, mate. Goodbye. As the time ticks down, then Khalifa Khalifa throws it in, and then we're off the pitch. Glorious victory for us. A 3-0 win at home against Bayern Munich, the unbeaten side this season. I mean, that is next level stuff. Dresden are up to 3rd as well. Oh my. And we've tightened things at the top for them. I mean, we've moved up to 12th. We're back in the hunt a little bit. Only 4 points now off 4th. So, you know, things look far brighter for us. Oh, what a game, what a result. And what an episode. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please do leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And from me, Dr. Benji, with love with care. I'll see you again very, very soon. I can't believe what we've just seen. I'm so happy. Next game, Dresden, Celtic. I'll see you for that one.